Let's get tropical, tropical, and getting tropics. Water in the sand. Oh, well, still doing the Mario. Are we all doing the Mario, however? How are you? The judge has informed me I've been convicted of New Super Mario Bros. Wii. How are you doing? Just doing this some more. So, you can imagine there'll be a lot of swimming. And also, this is the only creature you get to fight in the map. That's kind of weird that you do it so early on and there's only 3 spots for it. Kind of a downer for this world, but okay. Thought there'd be more opportunities for fish fights to make fish food with. We can show off the penguin swimming now. For real this time. And I swim... Oh yeah, swimming Pingu also goes against the current. In case you're that kind of person who does what I do. Going against the grain, all needs water. Yep, that's how you get up there. You freeze the piranha and then you're up. Although if you had a propeller, you get up there too, but, you know. We're assuming if you started small, there's probably a way to do it, but you'd have to go get another power-up somewhere around, probably in that block I just passed by. And yes, swimming fast will also, unlike frogs, so you can go in multiple directions, can't just be 4, you're just kind of going everywhere. You should see how all these suits and outfits look on the other characters. Another criticism. Why, like, I understand having a Toad, but it took them a while to be like, oh yeah, maybe the full force should be, like, I guess for a story it's like, yeah, I can't have Peach. But if you notice in Mario U, you have the same problem practically. But then in the remake of Mario U, they actually use a Toad, and then Toadette who turns into Peach. The foolishness of the Peachette power-up was how Nintendo realized, oh no, we're gonna get weird art because of our inability to understand the Mario formula, you know. So, I always thought that was funny. Oh man, we got those blue spiny fish guys. I wonder what brand of Cheep Cheep we call that anyway. Urchins left over from Mario World. They go back and forth. Sometimes, then they go up and down. Though we don't get those kind that, like, just follow the wall. So that doesn't happen in this game, I'm sad to say. Always gotta have your island themes. If you're stranded on an island, which video game would you have? I'm guessing Doom. But, actually, mine would be Unreal Tournament because of, well, all the setting, there'd be a lot of variations you could do even without all the mods that come with it. And obviously I'd do this with the Game of the Year edition because of the addition of relics makes it fun. Yeah. I just want Epic to have their original Unreal Tournament in the store. Like, the fact that I can do it on Steam instead just makes me wonder. Dun 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 dun, Koopa Troop. Alright, I wasn't sure if I could actually land on the Koopa underwater if I was going by Mario 1 logic. But Mario 3 logic dictates and Mario World logic dictates that it would probably work. You can't freeze that urchin because it's too big, so I'm guessing it's insulated from possible Freezy McFreezes. Yeah, the trick is to let them fall down the ankle, and then they block the current. How cool is that? Just to go in this pipe. Any particular reason to go in this pipe? There was no coins, but there is free 1-ups. Anything else? Well, when you freeze the blue Cheep Cheep, it actually gets faster than most. But if it's close enough to the ceiling, it can just die anyway, so just keep doing it till it's dead. Ding 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 ding. 1-up, shrooms, gathering in excessive forces that don't allow me to have them. Why are lives capped at 99? But I've seen them in triple digits before. Actually, in 3D Land, you can get triple digits. So, try doing that sometime and tell me how that works out for you. I've even gotten the Triple Crown lives, so that's fun and stuff. Like, what happens is you hit 1,000 and then it's a crown 00. Then you go to 1,100 and it's crown 0. Then you have 1,110 and then it's crown. It's basically, yeah. Normally 10 would be represented by A, but they're just like, yeah, instead of AAA, you're getting the triple crown experience. So much better than the AAA game. A shortcut, if and only, to get that one up on top of the flag. That's right, the Mario has logged in. Going to my seaside soiree. Brought to you by playing Mario Party 4 and how slow playing that game for me was. Even though I'd play it just to be like, I'm gonna get all of the Mario characters' birthday items for no particular reason. That was the old Nintendo achievement system, which is to just give you goodies for doing stuff that don't really have an effect on anything. You can, I think you can freeze the puffer, but it's like, there's no point. It just gets out immediately. You're better off having Fire Mario kill it. It'll come back eventually when you do that, but it's the better weapon of choice. Tell me how much you care about the shrooms. I care a whole lot, Mr. Gaming Wolfman. Very good. If I get the 1-up, will you show me a good ride or two? Let's look at the setup of champions. Go through that door. I'm going through, man, I'm going. Alright, let's see how it's set up. I only get one shot. Look, there's two. There's twos in there now. Now, I suppose if I was patient enough, it would be possible to get all 9 lives. And that would, if I did that, I would prematurely become Cat Mario. We're not ready for that kind of magic yet, are we? Oh well. Get a failure state for that one. Can't get a failure state for the yellow house, which, again, admittedly, is kind of just blasé. It's like, here, have a star. It's like, alright. I guess they ought to be hard to get, because you just break the game that way by bringing stars with you in every damn place that ever existed. Bop. I'm bopping it. I suspect things are gonna go downhill really quick, but I got fire on the fish. Gonna fry him up really hot, and I don't really need any hats, because I've got too much life. You see, Mario's so confident in his ability to die, that he's decided, I'm putting my hat down, I don't need any more protection, the sun could kill me for all I care, and I'd live again, with a new hat grown on top of my scalp, my skull as it were. A coin selection, brought to you by the Brothers of Coin. Oh yeah, to get rid of some of this fogginess and cloudiness, you can do a little spin. It gets rid of it. Of course, the best way to get rid of it is with the propeller hat thing. Not really a hidden coin, but it does show you how the barrel thing works. Well, you know the log rolling thing that people do in the water? It is like that. You probably... It can't be, like, too annoying, but it's there. Oh yeah, you kind of have to shimmy over that. If you jump and then land down, you'll force yourself down, but you can press down to hang from it manually if you're already up on that position. It's a tad annoying, but at least I can go slightly faster with a star, which I had forgotten was a thing. Either way, boop! Timed it well enough that I don't have to get annoyed by the fact that I'm stuck in the water! Gosh darn it. It's like they put a mountain level in my World 3. A little bit. Oh yeah, this thing, which will eventually fall if you let it. But just keep jumping, and then you won't have that issue, I think. But this time I'm going to let it go for certain this time. Whoop! And we're going to do it this one real quick. Although, not that quick, because I still want the coin. You could probably get up there if it wasn't there with your wall jumping prowess. You gotta spin to win. Alrighty. 3, 2, 1, that's how I do my countdown. Space Machine, Mario Brother. Electronic Supersonic. Badass. Electric Motor Force. But now let's approach her from the other side of the aisle. Let's see what the right has to say about the left. Fill in your own joke there. I only provide the mad-libbing, ad-libbing templates. Incidentally, do we still do Mad Libs? Because they're not even that hilarious. It's just... I guess it's the... Instead of Jackbox... Yeah, like, the precursor to Jackbox Party Packs was basically Mad Libs, and, it already revealed the problem with it, which is if the people you're playing with are not, like, funny, it's just going to be annoying to play, and so... Word of the wise, play with someone funny. Or don't, and just make it so that there isn't a user input, so that instead you're actually playing a game instead of just trusting the custom content to not violate some Geneva Convention or something like that, you know? I wasn't sure if I could kill that, actually. It might have worked, you tell me. But that's how you get that coin. You just swim to win. And, okay. I'm also super tiny. That would work, too. You could just kind of jump over all floaty-like over the thing. But let's take the pipe as a consolation prize. The really tiny pipes that were a thing in Mario 3, but now you have a reason to use them. Although any good hacker knows you can make anything work like a pipe. Despite the graphics would tell you, it would just be silly if you did something like that. That reminds me of a maneuver in, what was it? Super Demo World, The Legend Continues, where the warp pipe was also one that was a crusher. So this thing would smack you in the ground, but you could also go into it, and it was just like, wow, I just saved myself by transport. You think it could just collect you, but no. There's a lot of problems with earlier Mario ROM hacks in that they kind of don't account for a natural frame rate, so the latency's all screwy because the emulation wasn't perfect, and also not to mention the level design was obnoxious. Not in the, like, it's super hard way, because there's plenty of stuff like that. It's hard in the, you don't really think it would be hard, but on further inspection, there's a lot of not testing involved. So it's kind of like the levels are drawn out without too many power-ups that you would think would be in that situation, with only one checkpoint. So it becomes tedious rather than balls in the walls hard, which I guess some people don't enjoy, and I'm not sure I did at the time. I also didn't enjoy them having the Star Roads where it was just like, if you go the secret way first, it's impossible to go the normal way because it turns into a warp that you can no longer access as a level, which is kind of mean. It's not the only mod to do that too, so don't do stuff like that. Don't make inaccessible content in your Mario games. Trust me, your audience will love you, or at least will not hate you, and that's what you're looking for. I'm currently having a social thing. I mean, a thing as in like an issue, or not a problem, but just kind of a thing, condition, where it's as if, I think I've met some plenty nice people, but now I want to find people that are right for me, you know? And, you know, having a relationship with one person is a good step, but now you just need, like, I guess I'm community hunting again is what I'm saying. I don't really belong anywhere, I noticed. But people think I don't just because I wasn't socialized that much as I was young, so now they just assume I'm always a loner. And I'm okay with that to an extent where I can actually do things. But if there are people who do stuff as I do, it's not a mental thing either. Then, you know, ally yourself with the gaming world, yes. Do collaborations. Be dedicated. Well, there's other things too, such as, you know, people are busy and they have other things in their lives. Although, some aspirations are lower than others. I suppose the Mario wins again. WinRAR Labs. I just did that so I could have 2 rounds at him, because it's not going to show up again unless a Toad shows up at the first level, I guess. So, good luck with that. Okay. Looks like this sandcastle is all wet. I'm going to tell you the funnest fact about
this level and that you can get crushed while doing some stuff that you want to do, but can't quite do. No, the actual thing I want to tell you is that this is one of 2 fortresses that has a secret exit. Now, we'll get the normal exit first, because if you get the secret exit, then the Koopaling will just jump out of the castle, and I feel like that's kind of a bit of a downer, so I will destroy the normal way first, then do the secret, then we'll save. To be frank, that's how it's gonna work. I think that happens in World 6 also. So, Morton's gonna get a little bit of dodge. You know, Randy Orton hears a who, Morton hears a moo. Anyone that rhymes with Horton is gonna have a bad time. Or ton of fun. A skeleton of fun. Da-da-dum. Conveyors that convey my existence and the spoken word of language. Bum-ba-bum. Always gonna bring an ice to an undead party. Although, usually in games, I burn the undead. Freezing undead doesn't seem right. Well, I'm just going by Paper Mario, which burning on the dry bones is the way to kill them. They'll just keep getting back up otherwise. It made sense to me, like they're, bones and ash. So just, burn them. Exorcise them from this earth. If it even is earth. That whole, Sonic X anime thing, where it's just, they're from their planet, but it merges with, Earth or something. I really don't get that. That's happening in Sonic movies, too. It's just oh yeah, our universe is just related to where Earth is. Yeah, totally. But my whole thing is just, why isn't it not just about them being on the planet? Why do humans have to get involved all the time? That's not being an ass about the plot. That's just the whole thing about making a Sonic game always involves humans now. When it didn't used to be that. It was just... I guess the existence of Eggman necessitated that, so who knows. But if you think about how the original Eggman worked, / Dr. Robotnik, he wasn't... I mean, you could say it was human, but did he really have human proportions? He was impossibly round, for one thing. So, I beg to differ. Going up in that pipe. Blocks of different shapes. Yes, so we gotta really time this in order to do what we want to do. This did take me a little bit to actually have performed correctly, so that might take up most of the time here. Ah, squish! No. Yeah, the secret exit has something to do with dodging the right block and going into the wall. Isn't that fantastic balls? Oh hey, maybe there's a little something in there. I think, wait, that's right! There's a fire flower in there, nice. Was not immediately obvious that there was a hidden block in the hidden wall, but there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Mental Gen. That's right. This is Wendy O. Koopa. She's got hoops on her arms. I would assume she would have hoop earrings also, but I suppose not this time. And she fires rings or hoops at you, just like in her original debut. And yeah, that's mostly it. Just dodge these rings. Haha! Dodge my rings, Super Mario! Yeah, Lex Luthor had nothing to do with this. But they're both greedy individuals. Wouldn't you agree? Oh no, I got hit once, and I already hit you twice, so I'll just tank the damage. Haha. Even tanking damage, you only have to not get hit once, and you're still fine. Whee! That's if I miss. Woo! I've seen mods of Mario where there's secret exits in the castle. That's always amusing to me because it's like, hey, finish it properly. Get back here. Oh. Oh, okay. All right, Toad. I'll help you, but I will not be happy about this as I have to go off topic again. In the Mario podcast of our time. Woo woo. So let's talk about a different franchise right now, and that is the Sonic franchise, since I was just mentioning it. I kind of want to LP Sonic stuff. I don't know where to begin, because I obviously like playing Sonic, but a lot of early Sonic stuff that I'm good at is kind of arcadey and doesn't save except for Mario 3. Oh yeah, when you're invincible, the Toad becomes invincible too. And you can swim with the Toad. I didn't remember that. Weehoo! But yeah, I don't know if I just like cut off videos per zone or if I just try to get all the emeralds. Like that's kind of a thing too. If you get all the emeralds in Sonic, well, in Sonic 2 and Sonic 3, the level design just takes a back seat, you know. Which, you know, is fine, but I kind of like the actual special stage challenges that they have for getting them as part of the Sonic experience, so... And I'd have to avoid just, you know, pressing the jump button twice, you know, like in mid-air after getting 50 rings, so I'd have to, like, limit myself in a kind of annoying way, so I haven't reconciled what I'm going to do about that yet. That also goes for Sonic Mania, which is nice, too. Even though it's kind of a remix of what already exists, it still plays great. So, maybe I could just hop into, say, Sonic Adventure, perhaps? Actually, Sonic 3D Blast would work, too, but I think if I start with Sonic Adventure, perhaps it wouldn't be so bad, because it's technically a different thing anyway. So it'd just be 3D Sonic games versus 2D Sonic games. It could work. Then you have to decide between, like, the original or deluxe versions, you know, the director's cut. FYI. But then, you know, you kind of have to decide. You have to pick and choose your Sonic battles. Which I will not be doing. I will not be doing Sonic Battle. Though possible, it's just a matter of, you're just going to be grinding fights a lot, so I can't really help you there that much. Boop-a-da-boop. Father and son, together at last, frozen in the shrunkage with the penguin from Belfast, Ireland. Shit. At long last. Yeah, nice to get penguin power-ups. Make sure you know how to use a button by this point in the game, or I'm gonna bother about you some more. It's a bad time. You're going to have one. Wahoo! Oh Christ! Boom boom. Christ nugget. Holy Christ nugget. Yes, chicken in the visage of the one. Did you know Neo is an anagram of one? Pretty much. It should be obvious, but still. Think about it. Think about the Gnostics and what they set forth to this franchise. Like, yeah. Little comment about that fourth movie. I kind of... I don't know how I feel about it yet, because I yet to get around to watching it. Because I will. Even though, like, something has been happening to HBO Now Discovery or whatever you have you, so... But I do find it weird that it's kind of mostly self-referential. It's like, I get that later movies would reference past ones, but this one takes it to about an absurd level where it's like... You know, the previous events happened as they were movies, so it's kind of meta in that sense. Although you gotta love the villain, mostly because that actor just does a great job at being a villain, because he's done it so many times at this point. But it does lead to a lot of questions, like, I don't know. I think you just gotta use the mantra of just take it as it is. That's how I feel about a lot of new movies, or just new anything. Because when you watch the old stuff, I get what it's going for allegorically now, but when it's newer stuff, I don't have all the information to make an informed decision about what the story is expecting out of me. So this might be why I don't hop into new books or movies right away. Now you know. It's like, am I just waiting for them to solidify? Am I waiting for public reviews? I don't know. Or can I just keep playing the same old video games like I always do? Okay, we're at the part where you need to pay attention, so just not get squished by that one. Let 2 blocks fall, then go for it. Then go for it. Was a bitch to time. If I die too many times in a single stage, it's off to the super guide for you. And while I'm not gonna let that happen. If you're just watch a super guide, I don't think you need me. A lot of Mario games have been doing that, and I'm not really like I'm not opposed to it, but it's just weird because you do that in Galaxy, or it's either Galaxy 1 or 2, maybe both, and you get like a Bronze Star, which is kind of funny. Because I just want to see that happen with it just doing all of it. It's like, all right, I got all the Bronze Stars ever possible. It's like, why did you do this? For to see how much the developers programmed it? I don't know. Or if it's just like the AI somehow figuring out, or no, it's just pre-programmed. It's weird though. I want to know how it happens, and yet it does. Or it's like, don't get squished. So you got a block, a 2 tall block, a 2 wide block, and then a 2x2. Those are your blocks. The 1x1, the 1x2, the 2x1, and the 2x2. Put two 2x2s together, a 2x2 times a 2x2, and you get 4x4 technology. 4-wheel drive, pickup truck, off-road. Okay. Quickly, Super Mario! Get super over there! Oh wow, regular-ass Mario music with a staircase and all. Hey, who put this fortress inside my castle, dog? Exhibit has something to say about things like this.
This way.
Oh man. Well, if we can do that, we can have our fortresses underground, can't we? Why not? And it's for a cannon, because why not?
What?
Save now, or forever hold your peace! Peace out. This has been New Super Mario Bros. Re, the first half of World 4. Looking forward to the second half, because Ghost House, that's why. Gotta love a good Ghost House. Everybody does. Well, at least I do.